Hello everyone and welcome back. Art fight is almost over. That's unfortunate, but hey, at least it means summer's coming to an end too. Quickly before I jump into it, flash warning. In these speed paints I'm turning layers on and off like there's no tomorrow, so be warned. So, how's art fight going? Well, right off the bat I knew that this character was the one I wanted to draw first. But I severely underestimated how complex this character design was from what I typically draw. Of course, then most of the details were covered up when I added the arms. I'm pretty sure the hands are wrong too. So, not the greatest first attack, but this OC's creator seemed to like it, so that's that. After this, I made two more attacks, neither of which I'm showing you because one of the characters was unfortunately hidden, and the other attack that I made just kind of sucked and I hated it, so you're not going to see it. The funny thing is, going on to post this attack and the other one of the character that wasn't hidden, I thought, hey, you know what? I'm not going to have any defenses. It's only a few hours into art fight. Oh, but my dear viewer, I was wrong. I went online to go post those attacks, and I was met with 3 defenses. This is like maybe 3 hours into the beginning of art fight. 4. 3 or 4. Like, y'all are insane. So this is a revenge. I think the next drawing that's gonna pop up is a revenge. Maybe the one after that. I don't entirely remember. But this is Spearmint Cookie, who I was already going to draw. But I didn't, goodness gracious, I didn't think you would attack me like two seconds into art fight, man. This creator, I do not remember your username, I am so sorry, but it should pop up in the corner of the screen. But this user, drew my retired persona, Lucinda, and the art is really good. All of the art is really good that I've been receiving. Every one of you are so talented, and I appreciate all of you so much. I'm not going to be showing all the art I made because some of them are on paper, and therefore there's no speed paint for them. Some of them I just don't really like, so I'm not showing you them. And if I showed you all of them, this video would be like 5 hours long. I'm making 50 attacks, and I've made 35 so far. So, and this video, my video editor is already saying it's going to be 10 minutes long. This next drawing is another revenge, but for one I got, I think it was like a day or two into the fight instead of like 2 hours. Again, y'all are insane. But I kind of struggled with this one because this artist drew one of my all-time favorite OCs that I've made, and it was so good. It was such detail, and I was like, oh man, I have to make something spectacular to repay this debt. But nothing I did looked good. Then eventually the idea came to me of their OC and my OC interacting, but like animated, and I thought, okay, well, since I'm going to animate it a little bit, I'm not going to put too much effort into like the shading and stuff, because if I do that, I'll just burn myself out. Animating is hard enough as it is, and I can barely do it. But I think Nico Drew 13 liked it. So what I did was I made the individual photos and then I put them in the animation part of IBIS Paint, and so that's why the animation, the GIF, it kind of bounces around a little bit. Yeah, I did get I think 4 more drawings of Onyx after this. Onyx was the character that Nico Drew 13 drew. But like this was the first one, and I was just so I was so shocked. I mean, No one draws my OCs. The last time someone drew my OC, it was in elementary school, and it was my friend drawing my Sona and her Sona together. So like for the first week or so, I was just flipping out whenever someone drew one of my characters because that doesn't happen. This character is one of my friend's characters, a different friend from the story before, but this is a character from Guardian Plants on Artfight, who also goes by Star Universe here on YouTube. The channel will be linked in the description if I remember. Actually, I think it's like Star Universe because they misspelled universe. But anyway, I specifically asked them if I could draw this character with the tail, and they said they didn't mind. So I gave them a tail, and then while I was going for it, and I was like, you know what, elf ear. Well, technically, tiefling ear. But this is in retaliation for Guardian Plants drawing my worm on a string Jerry getting hit by a meteoroid. Now, for the first week or so, I was just getting bombarded with defenses, so most of the stuff that I made then was, in fact, revenges, but then it slowed down after a while. So then I just got to work on stuff from my bookmarks, like this character. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before burnout got to me. My guess is because I was drawing just a little too much too often. My original plan was to draw like 5 drawings every 3 days, but I was doing more like 6 or 7 every 3 days. I did make a promise though, so I did revenge any defenses I got whilst I was burnt out, but it kind of felt like a chore, and I just had to remind myself, make the drawing. It doesn't matter if it sucks, just do it. But I do want to apologize to anybody who got art during this time and thought I hate this. The middle of July was hectic. I got hit with burnout. I had some dental problems. My cat had to be taken to the vet. So yeah, it was very hectic. Everything's okay though. I do want to say this creator, Hypo Animations, I'm pretty sure she's publishing a book on July 24th, which, Hypo, you're insane. I could never. It takes me eons to finish a story. So, kudos to you. I don't know how you do it. Lend me your secrets. Lend me your writing secrets. Anyway, Hypo Animations also posted some shorts with her art fight attacks in them. She did do a revenge for this one. She drew Onyx. Again, I love it when people draw Onyx. Draw Onyx more, but I do believe it's day 5. I'll try to find the short and link it in the description. These 2 characters, I remember seeing one of them and then seeing the other one, and I was like, well, I have to draw them together. It would simply be a crime not to draw them together. So I had this cute idea of them just like having their hands be on top of each other and looking away. So I drew it. I did learn something that I used in here. If you have 2 characters that have like completely different color palettes, then you use the colors of one to shade the other. That's kind of what I was going for here. And so that's why a purple one, I do not remember their names, they will be in the top of the screen, is shaded with green, and the green one is shaded with purple. But yeah, I had a fun time drawing these 2, but it took me forever. This is Rain Glow. The idea for this drawing originally came to me a few days before Artfight. I was watching it rain, and it was absolutely pouring, and the idea came to me of this poor cat just sitting, barely being sheltered by some plants in the pouring rain. So that's what I drew, and it makes sense because rain glow, so why not draw rain glow in the rain? And I did end up cropping this because I can't draw grass to save my life. I can't draw any sort of plants to save my life. And then I was thinking, well, what if I made the rain glow? for the lighting instead of like it being the moon above. Because, you know, rain glow, rain glow. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's about it for now. I might make another one of these videos. I'm not entirely sure because I've made so many texts already and I'm planning on making a lot more. And I'm sure making this video has already decimated my storage. But yeah, the OC creators will be in the description below. And if you want to see any of these attacks or any of the other attacks, they're on my artfight. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now and let the video end. So, bye!